Drought conditions are causing concerns for rivers, lakes, and fishery health in western Montana. I'm working for you, tracking the numbers we're currently seeing and the impact on the state's outdoor economy. Fishing draws more than 3 million anglers and generates $900 million in revenue annually to Montana, according to an estimate by Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. Officials from West, Southwest, and Central Montana met in mid-June to discuss primary concerns for rivers and fish health in their regions. FWP's Region 2 fish biologist says flows are abnormally low for his region this year.
In the Upper Clark Fork and the Blackfoot, we're about 1/3 of the average flow for this time of year. It's almost like it's mid-July in an average year.
I dug into water statistics for the Upper Clark Fork River. Right now, the flow is about 2,700 cubic feet per second, lower than the average of about 6,400 cubic feet per second, but nowhere near the all-time low of 1,400 in 1940. FWP Fishery Administrator Adam Strainer says low flows are forcing officials to implement hoot owl restrictions earlier in the season, which prohibit fishing between 2 p.m. and midnight.
Applying standard tools like hoot owl restrictions, water body closures, or when to make FWP calls on our water rights to protect fish populations or maintain or enhance stream flows.
Strainer says restrictions are generally implemented when water temperatures exceed 73 degrees Fahrenheit for 3 consecutive days. Trout thrive between 55 and 65 degrees, according to FWP. Normally, we start to see hoot owl restrictions implemented in the later summer months, but we've already seen some put in place this June. Taylor Scott, the owner of the Missoulian Anglers, says restrictions can cause problems for business.
The more we have these regulations in place, I think more people are watching it out of state. Some people are canceling their trips. We'll do what we can do. There's a lot of fishermen that, they keep ethics in mind and they go fish smaller streams, high mountain creeks, lakes like that, that'll run a lot cooler water than some of the big rivers like the Blackfoot, Bitter, and Clark Fork does.
Scott, who's lived in Montana his whole life, says restrictions have been more frequent the last 3 or 4 years. Meanwhile, in northwest Montana, Flathead Lakes SKQ Dam is cutting required in-stream flows by 45%, following approval from the Department of Interior to keep more water in the lake. CSKT Communications Director Robert McDonald tells me their team doesn't expect to see negative impacts to the fishery of the lower Flathead River, adding that lower flows mimic what typically happens naturally during a drought. We have more information about this year's restrictions on our NBC Montana homepage.